Everybody's waiting to find out if the ethics report on Matt Gaetz will be released, will be leaked, and how bad it will be. And let me just say, based on how some Republicans are speaking in advance of us seeing it, it makes it seem as if it might be really bad. Now, there are some Republicans who've gone on the record saying they want to see what's in the report, but not everyone. Here's Jim Jordan.
Do you have any sense about what will happen with that House ethics report that was supposed to come out Friday? Remember, Gaetz had been accused of things and no prosecution had been continued. It had been dropped. But Dick Durbin's trying to get his hands on that report, obviously, to leak it out to hurt President Trump. What is your sense on that?
Well, it's my understanding that is not supposed to go public. So if it's not supposed to under the rules, it shouldn't go public. And what I know about Matt Gaetz is one of the best members we had on our committee. In my time in Congress, which has been a while, I don't know, there are very few people who have the cross-examination skills he does.
None of that has anything to do with whether he sex trafficked a kid. I don't think, like, it's not like, man, having sex with a 17-year-old's bad, but are you really good at coming up with witty rejoinders? No, that doesn't have anything to do with it. What are you talking about? I also love, by the way, that neither of them there are really making any kind of attempt at a defense of Matt Gaetz on the substance. Jim Jordan squirreled about cross-examination or whatever. And Laura Ingraham just said they want to leak it to damage Trump. Follow-up question. Wait, why would it hurt Trump? What's in the report? It sounds like you think what's in the report might be bad. And she is not interested at all in what's in, like, she seems to suspect that it's bad because, Matt Gaetz and all that, and the evidence looks really, really bad from what we know, but she doesn't care. It is immaterial to her whether he did any of the drugs or the bribery or the sex trafficking or any of the things that he's alleged to have done. For Laura Ingraham, it doesn't even enter into consideration, as if there is no alternative to Matt Gaetz. I mean, obviously we have to have him. So even if he's committed all these crimes, what could we possibly do? Literally just put another right-wing douche into the position. Like, you're gonna get a monster regardless, Laura. Why are you so hot for this one? But anyway, it's not just Jim Jordan. This morning, this is very soon before we went live, Mike Johnson was asked about releasing the report, and he said, I'm going to strongly request that the ethics committee not issue the report because that is not the way we do things in the House. And I think that would be a terrible precedent to set. And Mike Johnson, I love every bit of that, because that's not even the Jim Jordan thing where the rules aren't that we have to, so we shouldn't. He's saying, I don't want us to. It's not the way we do things. We don't reveal the truth about criminal behavior among our caucus. Forget that. We break the law, we act corrupt, and you never find out about it. That's how we function. And a terrible precedent. Yes, I think people understanding the truth of who you guys are is really a terrible precedent from your point of view. And so, look, I don't know what's going to be in it. I don't know if we'll ever see it, Yaz, but they're all acting as if it's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, we elected a misogynist because we collectively, as the American people, decided that women's rights and protections were just not a priority for us collectively. And because we thought that Trump's tariff plan would mean that we get to save money on our grocery bills. I guess we're going to see if that actually is how things play out. I'm not optimistic, but for all of the cries coming out of the right about DEI and meritocracy, they sure love to put very inexperienced people and very ill-suited people and just very terrible people into high-level positions, in positions where they have a ton of influence over not just their immediate circles, but over the entire country, over the American people. We know that Trump likes to reward anyone who is loyal to him and who gives him money and who says nice things about him on social media. But some of these cabinet picks, it just feels like he's doing this out of spite, which he might be, let's be real, because he has a tendency to do things like that. As for the terrible precedent that might be set if this happens, the precedent has already been set, right? It was set 10 years ago. It was set whenever we decided to elevate this person with no experience to the presidency in the first place. When it was set the minute that Donald Trump was ever taken seriously as a presidential candidate. And look at where we are now. This is the precedent. This is the new reality that we're in. And it's because of precedents that were set a long time ago.
Yeah, and look, I still maintain hope that maybe we can go back. Maybe we can have some sort of respect for people with actual qualifications or experience or compassion or
I
literally
mean,
anything.
maybe, but like the fact that we're having this conversation in the first place is really distressing. Like why was he even considered for this role?
Because he's a loyalist. That's it.
Mhm, mhm.
They think he'll help. They think he'll help Donald Trump out. He will never investigate anything Donald Trump does. He will investigate
Absolutely.
literally anything they invent about any Democrat, and that's about it. And just to remind everyone, he is, among all of his other things, he's accused of trafficking and having sex with a 17-year-old girl at a party in 2017. His long friend, Joel Greenberg, who's also gone down for things like this, confessed to having sex with the underage victim, claimed that Gaetz paid him to bring her. Gaetz' ex-girlfriend told the court that he was present at the party. And the attorney for the woman who made the accusation is calling on the report to be released. So, the victims of alleged crime would like to know what y'all have found, but Mike Johnson's far more concerned about it potentially hampering his ability to get stuff done. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?